pride in the sky.
Let's go!
Locked in, lights up, game face on. It's the Hogcast, baby, bring it on.
It's the Cleveland Hogcast Sports Show.
Yeah.
Blue collar blood, that's how we go.
Let's go.
Every city, every team, we won't smoke. If you ain't built like this, you might choke. It's the Cleveland Hogcast Sports Show.
Say what?
Hard hits, hot takes, let it roll.
Let it roll.
From the first whistle to the last blow. Cleveland Hogcast, welcome to the show. Hey!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Cleveland sports lifers and emotional damage survivors, welcome back to the Cleveland Hogcast Sports Show, the only podcast where the injury report sometimes reads like the script of a daytime soap opera. And speaking of soap operas, previously on As the Cavs Turn, a mysterious groin injury keeps our superstar sidelined, while a veteran warrior battles through pain with a thumb that may or may not be held together with athletic tape, grit, and pure Cleveland stubbornness. James Harden drops 22 points with a busted thumb like it's just another Tuesday night. Meanwhile, Donovan Mitchell's groin continues playing hard to get. Will the two ever reunite on the court? Will the injury report stop reading like a medical drama? Will Cleveland fans survive another week of emotional whiplash? Stay tuned, because the saga continues. All right, folks, jokes aside, the Cleveland Cavaliers are currently starring in what I'm calling Grey's Anatomy Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse Edition. We've got injuries. We've got mystery timelines. We've got guys playing through things that would make normal humans call off work for a month. And yet, the Cavs just pulled off a 113-109 revenge beatdown of the Detroit Pistons, without Donovan Mitchell, without their full lineup, and somehow they keep finding ways to win. Which brings us to one of the most fun developments of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the newest, unexpected Cleveland folk hero, Jalen Tyson. If you didn't know his name 2 weeks ago, don't worry, you weren't alone. But suddenly, the man goes out and drops 22 points like he's been doing this his entire life. And Cavs fans everywhere reacted the same way. Wait, we have this guy too. Tyson stepped up in a huge moment against Detroit. Big buckets, confidence, energy. The kind of performance that makes you think the Cavs' depth chart might secretly be a magic hat that keeps pulling out players when injuries strike. Now let's talk about the other star of this episode, James Harden's thumb. Not James Harden, his thumb, because that thumb deserves its own locker. The guy is reportedly dealing with a broken thumb. And what does he do? He goes out and drops 22 points like he just stubbed it on the coffee table. Meanwhile, I stub my toe walking into the kitchen, and I'm out for 3 business days. But Harden? He's out there playing hero ball. Which leads me to this observation. Harden's thumb might currently be more committed to the Cavs than half the fan base after a tough loss. You know the fans I'm talking about. After a loss, they're like, trade everyone, blow it up, start the rebuild. Then the Cavs win 2 games and suddenly it's, we're going to the finals, baby. Cleveland sports emotions move faster than a Browns quarterback controversy. Now let's address the Donovan Mitchell situation. Mitchell is reportedly trending better, which in sports injury language means he could return tomorrow, or in 3 weeks, or sometime around the next solar eclipse. The official diagnosis? Groin strain. But Cavs fans are treating this thing like a true crime documentary. Questions everywhere. How bad is it? Why is he still out? Is this precaution? Is this load management? Is the groin secretly running the franchise now? I don't know. But what I do know is this. If the Cavs can keep winning while Mitchell heals up, that's a very good sign. Because when he returns, this team gets a whole lot scarier. Let's circle back to that 113-109 win over Detroit. Because this was not just a win. This was a revenge game. Detroit had gotten the better of Cleveland earlier, and the Cavs clearly remembered. Balanced scoring, tough defense late, clutch plays down the stretch. And once again, Depth stepping up when the stars are dealing with injuries. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't pretty. But it was gritty. And Cleveland fans respect gritty basketball the way dog pound fans respect a cold weather football game. Now we look ahead, because the next major test is coming fast. March 8th, against the defending Eastern Conference powerhouse, the Boston Celtics. And if you know Cleveland sports history, you know this rivalry always carries a little extra spice. LeBron-era battles, playoff heartbreaks, Eastern Conference drama. And now, another chapter. Boston is deep. Boston is talented. Boston is annoying. But if the Cavs can steal this game, even without a fully healthy roster, the narrative around this team changes very quickly. All right, Hogcast listeners, I need your participation for this week's extremely scientific fan poll. Here's the question. Would you rather have A, a broken thumb like James Harden, or B, a mystery groin strain like Donovan Mitchell? Think carefully. The broken thumb hurts, but the groin injury has that mysterious week-to-week forever energy. Drop your answer in the comments. While we're on the topic, let's rank some all-time Cleveland injury excuses. 1. The classic day-to-day but misses 3 weeks. 2. The mysterious lower body injury, which could mean anything from a sprained ankle to stepping on a Lego. 3. The legendary tightness. 4. And of course, the fan favorite, precautionary rest, which every Cleveland fan interprets as something is wrong, but nobody wants to panic yet. Here's the truth about this Cavs team right now. They're banged up. They're patching lineups together. They're relying on unexpected heroes. And yet, they keep winning. That's the sign of a good team. If Mitchell gets healthy, if Harden keeps battling, if young guys like Tyson keep stepping up, this team could be very dangerous come playoff time. Now, will they beat Boston? We'll see. But if they do, then Cleveland fans will immediately declare championship or bust. And realistically, probably bust. But hey, hope springs eternal in Cleveland. And sometimes that hope shows up wearing a brace, an ice pack, and a taped-up thumb. That's it for this episode of the Cleveland Hogcast Sports Show. If you enjoyed the show, hit subscribe, share it with your fellow Cleveland sports survivors. And remember, in Cleveland sports, pain builds character, and injuries apparently build unexpected heroes. I'm Dr. Hogwash, and until next time, stay loud, stay loyal, and as always, go Cavs.
Cleveland in the building, you know how we roll. From the first hot take to the final goal. From the dog pound roar to the hardwood floor. We break it all down, then we come back for more, yeah! This the Cleveland Hogcast Sports Show, we locked in. Talking every dub, every loss, every top win. You ran with the squad, now it's time that we go. Thanks for watching, that's the Cleveland Hogcast Sports Show. Hey, 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 hey.